This is awesome. Sometimes Chris Matthews reminds me of why I have a weird soft spot for him. I have no idea where this came from. I think it's because like he's probably like the only person. He's certainly like obviously my favorite on the MSNBC lineup whenever I watch it is Hayes, which I confess is pretty much never. But Matthews is like he's just TV. Just got a lot of personality. And here he is asking Mika and Joe really not only an insightful question, but I think like really the type of question that Mika and Joe are best equipped to answer.
You don't understand.
You don't understand. Around 6:40. Everything we don't have time to watch a lot of TV. Around 6:40, all the wheels start moving. Where are we? When's dinner going to be over?
It's going to start at 6:59.
She's got to be sitting there at 6:50.
So now that Joe Scarborough has clearly moved the discussion into show prep, into their domicile, and everyone else on the panel is like, oh my God, would these guys please? It was awkward enough when they had not confirmed publicly that they were sleeping together. Could they please stop? And Matthews has this like little look on his face, like a little bunny, and he's just like, "Oh my God, I'm thinking something. I'm thinking something. Look at it. Look at it. It's right there. I'm thinking something. I'm thinking something. I should say it, but I want to say it, but I'm on MSNBC. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh my God, what am I going to do?"
I've got to see what he's going to say.
She's got to be sitting there at 6:59.
I'm going to submit
because she wants to know what you're going to do at 7.
So let me ask you about the homemaking thing. Now that we're getting to the home.
Yeah.
Do you cook?
Wait, what?
Oh God.
Wait,
She cooks.
Wait.
Just kidding.
No, I
do you bottle washing and all that? Do you clean up? You do the cleanup?
So here's the thing.
Are you the cleanup guy?
Yes. As far as can we talk here? We're talking. This is men's talk. No.
There's a great book.
Here's the funny thing, Chris.
It's a book.
I'm sort of. I know this will surprise people, but
Nobody
I'm sort
wants
of
to know this.
OCD on cleaning up. I don't like things on the floor.
Okay. No.
So I'm the one that cleans up. Mika is very confident. She can just throw things everywhere.
What about unmade beds? Do they drive you crazy?
Boy.
Yes.
Okay,
Unmade beds
so
drive you crazy.
Unmade bed. My parents had a rule that we could never go to school when we were in first grade even if everything wasn't off the floor and our beds weren't made.
Wow.
It stuck with me.
All right, Chris Matthews, thank you very much. We'll be watching
so Alex
Hardball
is going, we're done. What about you? Are you messing?
I'm going to pass on this conversation.
Can Joe hear Mika?
I don't think you're messing. Are you OCD like me?
I'm not OCD.
Cleaning up? But you don't throw stuff around.
Barely home. I do the cooking. I will say.
Serious journalist.
I want to take the peas away from the mashed potatoes. Do you do that kind of thing?
I'm not really that obsessed now. I want to ask you about Bobby Kennedy. What?
Joe Scarborough is so amazing because he truly thinks that he's so interesting that actually people find this engaging, even though he's really actually a relatively boring person. Sam Stein is a cuck. Let's just knock that out again. Woo! A total cuck. I don't know who the other two people on the panel are, and I'm only
Robert Costa and Casey Hunt.
I'm only picking out Sam Stein because he's the only one that I recognize. And then Matthews is a genius. Like, he knows exactly how to make that exchange uncomfortable, and he knows exactly that if he asks that question, that Scarborough's ego will not allow him to move on, even if it's the most trivial thing on the planet. And so he'll get like a great double whammy because he'll ask an uncomfortable question, and we'll all get the entertainment of seeing Joe talk over Mika. He doesn't even talk over her. It's like she exists like in a parallel universe. But then Matthews looks bummed when Mika's irritated at him. So it's almost like he gets like the pat on the head from Joe, and he's all like a big happy dog. And then Mika gives him a little frown. He goes, "Oh, okay. I want to talk about Bobby Kennedy. I'm sorry."
I checked in with some of my conservative podcasts, like on the Ricochet Network and stuff. And
nice.
And that's the sort of conversation they like to have these days. They like to talk about like the Star Wars movie or the Super Bowl or like personal things. And then like, okay, we might get to this like DACA or Dream or something. But like, I don't know. There's something about conservatives talking about like, look, we're just all humans. So look at I'm going to talk about my personal life as a way of like bringing you in. And
right.
It's just gross.
There's nothing normal if you have dedicated your entire professional life to increasing poverty and human suffering, and you find like the minutia of politics just on like more interesting than like the minutia of more interesting fields in and of themselves. Like politics matters because it has major consequences for all of us. Politics and finance matter, but if you're into like the gossip game, you should be like following sports or music, like more interesting industries. Like if that's your only interest in it. So yeah, it's definitely not humanizing. It actually reminds you more of how bizarre they are.
It's so strange, man. I just think about like the real like Bob Costa who like writes for the WAPO sitting on the end there, and he's like, I'm listening to two like 50-year-old plus men talk about their domestic lives, not letting the women speak, and I have like probably 4 deadlines in like 3 hours from now, and I'm not getting paid for this appearance.
Yeah, and
I don't feel that bad for him, but
reason
like
that you have a gig is because you're. Yeah, I know it is kind of funny. Everybody should look up when Russell Brand went on Morning Joe.
Yes,
that was incredible. That was like a beautiful, spiritual, endocrinatic media intervention on every possible level, and also incredibly funny.